Hi guys, welcome to Autotop.nl, welcome to the channel and welcome to this ring review. As you can see, again we are here today at the Nurburgring Nordschleife and we are here today with the M2 competition by EVN ring rentals. So as you can see, M2 competition, the bigger brother, or well, the follow-up from the regular M2 with the S55 engine in it. And as you can see with this car specifically, there has been a few upgrades to make it ring ready. I'm gonna walk you through really quick what is done to this car. There's a few things also that you really can't see, but I will tell you them anyways. So starting off with this car, the really cool livery on it. We have the Pro Track wheels on it. And the big thing, of course, semi-slicks. A non-Kong AR1s, a really good and grippy tire on the front and on the rear. This car is on a 295 in the rear, a 265 in the front. And as you can see, it's stock rotors with stock calipers, but upgraded pads. So pads which are more used to track use, have more grip, last longer. And as you can also see here, these are actually studs with nuts instead of bolts. All BMWs from factory come with regular bolts, but for frequent wheel changes, this is the way to go. So as you will also see on race cars which don't have a center lock, you will see the studs and nuts as it should be, in my opinion. What else is there? Well, the car also sits on KW competition coilover, so that's the really high-end variant from KW, which is in this case, if I'm not mistaken, a two-way racing focused coilover. The car has a few visual things. So what they did here is the cool livery on the car. We have a lip on the car and we also have the wing on the car, as you can see. So this is more like, if I'm not mistaken, more like a GTS style width of the spoiler with the higher uprights and then the carbon blade. And we also have the optional, I think it's, no, this one looks aftermarket actually. We have the carbon diffuser on the car. Of course, with a car like this, there's also a few things going on that you can't see. So this car has a diff lift kit, as they call it, which is very important for the handling of the car on the Nurburgring. So it ups the height of the diff and then yeah, makes the rear end basically handle a bit better. On the inside, as you can see, we have the Recaro pole positions. So we have a 6-point harness by Schrott. This car doesn't have a cage actually, so it's just rear seat removal. What else is there? Yeah, of course we have the Recaro sliders with the brackets. We have the Burkhardt engineering brackets. So all those things to make your track experience a bit more comfortable. Nothing super special here. As you can see here, obviously the KW competition with the bump adjustment on them. We actually also have a different charge cooler, I see, by DO88. Not sure what that is. Also with the hard charge pipes, which is a thing on these engines. And we have the anodized hardware actually, which is, I like that. I'm a fan of those kind of things. So yeah, nothing really special here. I mentioned before, this car also has a diff lift kit, and I don't know if I will be able to show you, unfortunately not, but it also has a Drexler diff. So that means that the rear end really will grip more than a factory diff. These cars, in my opinion, are a bit notorious and tricky for the rear end and the way the differential behaves on these cars, especially in the M3 and the M4. It's really, you know, it's really snappy on the rear. And this diff lift kit in combination with that Drexler diff should give it a lot more grip on track. So I'm very curious how that will feel on this car. So I'm gonna take you out on the ring with this car, which is built by EVN, and yeah, I will take you along on a serious lap with this machine. So guys, we are about to go out on track. I'm not gonna play with the M1 and the M2 buttons in this case because I'm not sure how they are configured, and it's a rental, so yeah, not sure exactly what and how. So I've put the engine mode in Sport Plus. I've put the steering mode in Sport because I think with the F chassis Sport Plus it just gets too heavy feeling. And of course we have turned the DSC off, so no traction control, no stability control, no nothing. So yeah, let's see what this car is capable of. Just did a warm-up lap, so everything is nice and warm. Maybe a little too warm, but that we will see during this lap. Oh yeah, also good to note, gearbox in its most hardest and yeah, most punchy setting, of course. So we can do, let's see. So you can immediately feel that diff working on this car, giving a much higher, a much more kick. So to the compression, and the first thing you noticed is how settled these KW competitions are, because they feel really nice and soft, I would say, but planted in a very very good sense. Oh yes, this car is stock power wise, and I have to say I like that a lot, because when you tune these engines, actually you get a lot of torque down low, which you have to manage on track. But in this case, I don't have to. You don't have to manage the torque. It just, I don't want to say that you can floor it, but you know, it gets close to being able to floor it out of corners. And here on the curbs, oh, that suspension really working nicely. Brakes are also really good, actually. What a shit ton of grip. See here, and again with this car I can left foot brake quite confidently, no problems there. So let's see if this car gets out of the way. Give him a little flick. Thank you. It is, these KWs are, and again guys, competition KWs, not your regular KWs you just buy off the shelf of a company somewhere. No, these are made to spec, but oh, they are good. And what I also really noticed compared to stock F chassis is the diff. It really pushes you out of the corner, so it really has a lot of grip in the rear, which helps you rotate through corners, and that is really nice. Oh, good grip. A little bit of rubbing on the rear, nothing too crazy. A little bit of movement on the rear. Oh yeah. I like the balance of this car. The thing with the F-Series is that the steering feel is still relatively numb compared to E92, but still with a package like this where you have all the parts complementing each other, you can really push on it. Because I can imagine, and if you would be a first timer here, a car like this can be, you know, a little scary and intimidating, but again, a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence in this car, in a very positive way. But oh, you can see in my driving, I'm already, you know, looking what I'll be able to do with this car. How hard can we push it? Always be careful with traffic, of course, very important. So make sure that they see you. Thank you. Yes, the turn-in is really good. These AR1s are really doing their job. Woo. I'm a big fan. So, I'm a big fan of this tire anyways. So, but, ooh, hello. Let's make sure that they've seen me. Very important. Thank you. Really feel that kick also with this diff compared to a regular, you know, non-Drexler or non-proper LSD. What a difference that is. And again, the speed this car carries, completely stuck on, guys. We're gonna hit 260 here maybe, depending a little. Let's see if this guy... Lovely, 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 lovely. I have to say, I'm quite used to the way this chassis drives, because I obviously drive the M4 quite a bit myself. But I have to say the M2 is just a bit more tail happy, but I guess it also depends a bit on the setup. But ooh, in this combination right here, the prep on this car is really good by EVN. I have to hand it to them. I was a bit... It's not weird to be skeptical about prep cars on the ring, because obviously these are rentals, they get beaten on hard, but ooh, does this thing feel solid. And that suspension is really, you can really feel that this setup is made for this track, because it handles it like a charm. Oh yes, lovely. That's my bad. Let's turn this on really quick. That's a little mistake. Those things happen. Whee. Oh, and it's a curb jumper, this car, guys. Ooh, it likes to go over curbs. So now we're gonna enter the famous Brunchen and of course the famous YouTube corner. Back to dirt. Try to get used, of course, to the gearing on this car. And also in the high speed, I really feel that aero here doing its job. It isn't much, of course. A rear spoiler to some people is more, you might think that it's a gimmick, but I tell you, when you carry speeds like these, trust me, you need a bit of aero. I have to say it's actually quite busy for an evening session like this on track. Oh. It is good. I really, really like it. Let's see through the Mini. Ooh, oppa! Oh, yeah, lovely setup. That KW comp, the spring rates that they're using, the overall alignment on it. Ooh, this is a killer package. What a killer package this is. I like it a lot. I like this a lot. Yeah, guys, again, a bit of a workout. So really good package. I really like the balance in this car. Obviously with the F-Series, not that much steering feel, so there's a whole lot of things going on. You're really trying to feel what the car does, but ooh, this overall package is super capable. I like it a hell of a lot. It's crazy to me that you can rent a car like this here at the ring. Like, this is something that somebody would build in their spare time or have a company build for you, and you can just rent it here and drive it at the ring. So really cool. Thanks to the guys from EVN, of course. Yeah, super cool car. I liked it a lot. I hope you enjoyed this ring review, guys, and hopefully see you at the next one. Bye bye.